I made a little bit over $11,000 day trading today using one simple strategy. And right now I'm still actually holding this position. It's about $11,000. I'm holding 5 contracts still on Tesla. Realized about 9.7 thousand, unrealized about 1.6 thousand. This one is still moving to the downside. But in this video, I'm going to share with you the full strategy, thought process, and my live trading session so you can see exactly how I executed the trade for these results. Okay, so the first thing we need to understand is what is the setup that I traded on Tesla. Today, the setup that I traded on Tesla was very simple. It was the previous day high and previous day low strategy. Now, all the previous day high and previous day low strategy is marking out the previous day high, which happens from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern the previous day. In this example, it was of course Friday's high and low that I marked out. And all I was waiting for was either a break above and a retest for continuation to the upside, or a break below, a retest and continuation to the downside. Because of this strategy, this is very simple with the break and retest, but what ended up happening today was at this previous day low, we got the break, but when we came back for the retest, there was a little bit too many buyers. So instead of entering on the retest entry today, I actually had to enter in on the reclaim entry, which simply means that the stock has to break back below that level with weaker price action and then look for continuation back to the downside. So it was the reclaim of the previous day low that I was entering in today. Now let's look at the actual charts and what they were telling us. So Tesla still moving to the downside, up about $11.6 thousand for the day so far. But what really happened for me to capture this trade, and why am I still holding 5 contracts for my trailer position? Well, if we go to the daily time frame on Tesla, what we're going to do is simply mark out the previous day high, and we're going to mark out the previous day low. In this previous day high and previous day low, what do you see? Well, the main thing is this was an inside bar day. So you can see on Thursday, the high and low of Thursday was bigger than the high and low on Friday, which simply means that this was an inside bar day. And therefore, we want to look for the break below the previous day low or a break above the previous day high. That's going to be our highest confluence entry because there's a lot of liquidity sitting at the high and low of this level just because it's in the range of the mother candle. Now, I gave you this exact setup and I said that I was going to take this setup on Monday, most likely in my weekly outlook that I posted on Saturday. So I gave you my exact key level for free on Saturday and I simply executed it today live in front of thousands of traders in the accelerator. Now, with this being said, if we come over to the 1 minute time frame and simply play out this trade, we can see that right into the beginning of the day, some sellers did step in, but then buyers stepped in off that previous day low. Now, I was interested in this previous day low retest, but no sellers stepped in on the retest. So I had to be a little bit more patient with my entry. I couldn't just FOMO enter in. However, on this candle at 9:36, as the candle was forming, right? So the candle didn't have to close, but as it was forming back below my previous day low, this was the reclaim entry. This is where I took my position, looking for continuation to the downside. Today, Tesla did have room into 400. So the key level on Tesla today was that it did have room into 400s. And once again, my stop loss for this specific trade was simply a little bit of a break back above this 935 body high. And I was targeting 400s. Now, of course, I scaled some at low of day here at 941s. I then scaled some more at 946 near this 402 level. But then as we can see, this one ended up coming back, holding once again our market structure, which was this 1 candle rule. As long as I held the 1 candle rule plus the 5-minute low, I would have continued to remain in this trade. As we can see, when buyers did step up here, we still remained below this level. And if I actually just play this out a little bit faster, we can see we came up, right? Never broke that structure, still stayed bearish. And now we are breaking below our 400 level here as well. Once again, up about 11.5 to 11.6K for today. So now that I've shown you the strategy, let me show you the live executions I did to actually execute this trade. AMD dropping here. Apple, another name above previous day high. Apple showing a lot of strength as well. So Apple, big buyer stepping in. Nvidia right at 193.60s. That's going to be a key level for us. Tesla, this one dropping as well. Tesla below previous day low does look good. So for me, what I would be looking at would be Tesla previous day low retest for continuation. We'll keep an eye out on Tesla for that. AMD right at your previous day low. Let's keep an eye out on Tesla. Keep an eye out on this Tesla previous day low retest, right? This is the exact level Tesla would need to hold. We can keep an eye out on the 405 puts on Tesla. That's going to be the 405 puts on Tesla. Let's see if any sellers step up on Tesla here. This is the exact area where we would like sellers. The 405 puts is what I'm going to be looking for. No entry on Tesla just yet. Buyers are stepping up back above previous day lows. No entry on Tesla just yet. Tesla so far, but like I said, buyers stepping in there on Tesla. So no entry for myself on Tesla there. Wasn't showing the weakness that it needed to, in my personal opinion, right off that previous day low. Now what I will be interested in Tesla though is a reclaim back below previous day low. So if Tesla doesn't want to reclaim back below previous day low, we can still keep an eye out on the 405 puts on Tesla if a reclaim does happen. Yep, same. Took the 405 puts, took the 405 puts here on Tesla as well. Looking for continuation down into low of day and continuation below that. This one does have room to 400s, but first level, obviously low of day and then continuation is what we'll be looking for. Tesla, 405 puts. Let's see a candle closure below low of day here. QQQ right at low of day, Tesla right at low of day here as well. Let's see Tesla this break. I want to see this break on Tesla back below low of day. Tesla so far, some buyers stepping in right off low of day. QQQ right near, basically in this 5-minute high range, basically so far today. Right, QQ right in the range of the 5-minute high and the 5-minute low. Tesla, I'd like a candle closure below low of day. That's going to be key for Tesla. I'd like the candle closure below low of day. Let's see if Tesla can give us a brand new low of day here. Brand new low of day on Tesla. That's what we want. Qs, we want to see that break below the 5-minute low as well. So QQ, what will help is the 5-minute low break on Qs. Nice low of day drop here on Tesla. Nice drop on Qs. Let's see if Tesla shows that. There we go. There's that drop on Tesla. Look to take some off here on Tesla. Nice drop on Tesla there. This is the exact drop we were looking for. Yep, there's a drop. Scale some here on this drop, guys. Make sure to scale some here on this drop with QQ dropping. This has been a choppier last 2 weeks, right? Make sure to realize some profits, and then we can look for continuation, of course, but make sure to realize some profits. It's been a choppier 2 weeks, okay? There's that Qs drop as well. Nice drop on Qs. Tesla, you can see a little bit of buyers stepping up. That's why we scaled at this level, and then we'll look for continuation with the trailer position for continuation. Was anyone able to get into Tesla there? Got in on that big drop. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Tesla was a nice mover for us. Tesla was a nice mover for us. Yes, and still holding some. This is the exact trade, by the way. This previous day low trade is the exact trade that I talked about in my weekly outlook as well. So on Saturday, when I make those weekly outlooks on my second channel, I talked about how Tesla is previous day low. We can look for previous day low break below or previous day high break above is something we can look for continuation, right? And I talked about that within the key levels, just because this was an inside bar day. Now you can see Tesla's moving really nicely for continuation. So we'll see if we can get that continuation down on Tesla now. So if you got value from today's video, make sure to leave it a like. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily trade breakdowns, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video.